This episode of Marijuana Today Daily is brought to you by the folks over at ease.com, California's top one-stop website for legal marijuana delivery. As we crest the middle of our work week, today is a great day to fire up ease.com, spelled E-A-Z-E, to place your order for legal marijuana delivery in California for the first time, or maybe the 20th time. However many times an Ease customer you call yourself, celebrate the start of summer with a quick browse and buy over at ease.com, where you can get legal California cannabis flower, concentrates, edibles, topicals, and more. Ease only partners up with the top dispensaries in their active areas, so you know you're only going to find great products at even better prices. And as always, there's a lot to read and learn from when you scroll down a bit on ease.com while you wait that hour or less for delivery. One last time, that's ease.com, spelled E-A-Z-E. Good morning, Marijuana Nation. It's Wednesday, May 30th, 2018, and you're tuned in to episode 500 of Marijuana Today Daily. 500. I'm your host, Shay Gunther, and I'll be walking you through today's marijuana news and headlines. As always, we have a full and busy day of cannabis news in our hands, so let's jump right into it. Today's top story comes to us from Utah, where Lieutenant Governor Spencer Cox announced that voters will have a chance to decide on legalizing medical marijuana on a ballot measure this November. This is the storyline that's been caught up in some controversy in recent weeks after a group of prohibitionist activists in Utah engaged in a shady desperation bid to convince supporters of the measure to rescind their signatures of support. Yesterday, Lieutenant Governor Cox broke the big news that despite those efforts, enough valid signatures of support had been collected in all the right places to put the medical cannabis question on the Utah fall ballot. The medical cannabis measure faces a lot of opposition in the state, with both Governor Gary Herbert and the Mormon Church having come out against it. Kyle Yeager over at Marijuana Moment scooped up our second headline of the day with news out of the U.S. territory of the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands, where yesterday the House Committee on Judiciary and Governmental Operations approved a bill legalizing adult use marijuana. A similar bill has already passed the Commonwealth's Senate, with the next step for the bill to be a full vote before the 20-member House at large. If passed into law, the bill would allow adults 21 years of age and older to grow, possess, use, and share cannabis, as well as setting up a fully regulated and taxed commercial system. As Kyle has it, the neighboring territory of Guam is considering its own legalization plan, so any big moves by the Commonwealth would certainly help spur things along there. Not a bad story to read in full. As always, we have all the news we cover linked to on our website at mjtodaydaily.com and on our Twitter account at mjtodaydaily. Wrapping up today's top stories swings us out to California, where U.S. Attorney General McGregor Scott said that his office was too busy cracking down on large-scale illegal cannabis operations to worry about the state legal adult use industry. Yesterday, U.S. Attorney Scott held a press conference with California Attorney General Xavier Becerra and talked about his office's focus on fighting organized crime, interstate trafficking, and illicit outdoor grows, which are often carved out of public lands without any regard for sustainability or protecting the landscape. In particular, he pointed out the increased use of the banned pesticide carbofuran, which was found at 70% of all illegal grow sites rated last year, up from just 15% the previous year. Those are our top stories for today. It's time for Marijuana Today Daily Headlines Blitz. Before we blitz it in headlines, let's quickly thank our sponsor, Ease.com, California's top one-stop website for legal marijuana delivery. Ease.com is a great place to get your Golden State legal cannabis delivery because they're super strict about following all relevant state marijuana laws, meaning their customers benefit from products that are properly tested, labeled, and packaged. And because they only partner up with the best dispensaries in their active areas, you'll get quick and competent delivery in less than an hour. What a world we live in. Find out how easy California marijuana delivery can be with Ease by opening up ease.com, spelled E-A-Z-E. That's ease.com for all your legal California marijuana delivery needs. Big thanks to everyone over at Ease for the support that makes today's news possible. All right, time for the Blitz. Tom Angel over at Marijuana Moment has a good story up about a nice bit of hypocritical criticism raised by the U.S. State Department in a new annual report that examines different cases of religious discrimination faced by religious practitioners all over the world. Some of those cases involve people whose spiritual practices involve cannabis, just not anyone in the United States. The report, which has been put out in a form that's included marijuana since 2014, markedly leaves out any form of cannabis-related discrimination taking place here in America. California-based marijuana company MedMen just debuted on the Canadian Securities Exchange with their new listing under the ticker symbol MMEN. MedMen has been working on this project for a while, which was facilitated through the use of a reverse merger, where MedMen bought into a company with an existing listing on the exchange. Another good story to read, as it's not likely that MedMen will be the last U.S. company to go this route. There's a lot of momentum underway in New York State towards more progressive cannabis laws, as the state's Democratic Party recently adopted support for adult use legalization as a party plank. High Times is reporting on a proposed bill currently under consideration in the New York legislature that would allow veterinarians to recommend medical marijuana for pets. I think the interesting angle on this one is the fact that the bill is being pitched within the context of the opioid crisis. Veterinarians are under increasing pressure to avoid prescribing opioid-based painkillers to pets in case those medications are diverted by their owners, so there's a large need for alternative medication to treat pain in pets. Marijuana Business Daily's chart of the week shows the predicted growth of the U.S. legal cannabis industry for the next few years, broken down by dispensary store sales and the additional economic impact generated by those stores. Whereas in 2017, their chart has the total economic impact of both U.S. dispensaries and all their ancillary services at around $20 billion total. In 2022, they figure it'll be closer to $70 billion. Not a bad business to be in. Pueblo County, Colorado has been doing a great job of answering the question of what about the kids when it comes to marijuana. The county just handed out $624,000 in college scholarships to 563 students. That was funded entirely with legal marijuana tax revenue. That figure is up from last year's too perfect total of $420,000, which was handed out to just 210 students. Nice work, Pueblo County. Freedom Leaf has an insightful interview up with Patrick Vo, CEO of seed-to-sale tracking company BioTrack THC, that I highly recommend you click over for the full read. Seed-to-sale tracking is a huge part of our industry and has popped up in the headlines a lot over the past year in particular, so this is a subject we should all have a good handle on. Finally for today, Leafly did us all a good turn by compiling a roundup of California's various gubernatorial candidates and their positions on legal cannabis. California is the biggest marijuana market in the world, so it's kind of important that the next governor have a grasp on the importance of further progressive reform. This is one of those stories that kind of impacts us all, even if you're not actually in the Golden State. I'd open up this one for the full read if I were you. Those are the headlines and news for the day. I'll be back with you again tomorrow morning with another information-packed episode of Marijuana Today Daily. But in the meantime, if you have any stories to share or feedback to give, zip us an email to headlines@mjtodaydaily.com. And while you're clicking around the interwebs, swing over to our Twitter account at MJ Today Daily and visit our website at mjtodaydaily.com to find links to all the news we cover. Thanks to our sponsor Ease and to all of our awesome patron listeners for the support that makes this show possible. To join the illustrious ranks of the patron listeners yourself, swing over to our website at mjtodaydaily.com and click on that big blue button at the top of the page that says Become a Patron. I'm your host, Shay Gunther. Thanks for tuning in and starting your day with marijuana today.
One take, Shay. One take.